All right, today behind me I have a 98 Yukon. We're gonna do some plastic welding. Now we've done this before once on our Silverado. I just want to kind of show you, we're right in the middle of the process on this one. So I'm gonna take you over and I'm gonna actually show you the process, how to heat it up, how to shrink it. It's just like welding. Basically, if you're welding a car or welding metal, same concept. I've already cleaned it up, already brought it to where I can put the welding on. I'm halfway through the process, so let me take you over here and show you what we're doing. Okay, over here on the grill. Basically what we've done is this thing is completely cracked right here, severed. We've already done a repair right here, okay? And we've done a repair right here. So what I'm going to show you is I've already got the rod in place, okay? And I'm just going to heat it up. And what I'm using is just a standard soldering iron. This is the one that I use exclusively for plastic welding. It's got a little light on it. Pick these up at the Radio Shack. So Weller. SP23L, same one that I've used in our other videos. And so basically what we have to do is I've put the rod in there, and then I'm just going to heat it up with that soldering iron, and I'm going to kind of massage it into place here. So let me take you on put you on the tripod and I'll show you what we're doing. All right. Okay, now basically I have a Dremel here, and what I've done, you can kind of see right here where I've actually ground it down, and I've done that just so that I have something for the weld to stick to. I did the same thing behind this area, did that off camera, but I'm just going to show you what we're going to do here. Alright, I've zoomed in a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see a little better here. And the whole process, so I'm just going to start in the middle of the rod, heat it up so it'll just kind of mushroom out. Okay, so I'm just creating a valley right in the, maybe a trough as you would say. Right down the middle, and I'm shoving the plastic rod inside the crack. Then from there, I take my iron and I just kind of massage it and smooth that into the grill. Now I will go over the top of this with an epoxy too. Maybe I'll make that a separate video just to reinforce this weld. Plastic epoxy is a very good thing to use, but I always use that to reinforce this weld. Because this weld has to have some structural integrity, I'll always do this first and then go over the top of it with an epoxy. So this is pretty solid right here. It took me probably about 10 minutes to do. I still have to do this whole section right here, okay, and then it'll be pretty much done. This grill had an impact right here, okay, so it cracked it completely here, cracked it here, here, and up here. So when this is done, this will be stronger than the factory piece. So anyway, there you go. All right, I wanted to share with you guys the welding rod that I'm using for this job. It is an actual welding rod that you can pick up at Harbor Freight. It comes with about 50 pieces. Different textures, different styles. There's ABS, and it tells you in here, you can see that, it'll tell you different styles, different what to look for, okay? So $7.99 is what this costs at Harbor Freight, and you're gonna need this to do a repair. All right, so here we are on the grill. This is where we've actually done the plastic welding. If you go back to part 1 of this video, you can see where we did this part. Okay, now I'm gonna take you over here to the actual epoxy. Now this is a JB Weld. This is just an epoxy. It's dry in 5 minutes. It's a 2-part epoxy, and it's designed for plastic repair. Now you could do this also without doing the plastic welding, but I always like to make sure I get both done. I like to use a popsicle stick. I'm going to squeeze these 2 parts out. That should be enough. And then you want to back off the pressure. Then we will put the lid back on. Now you can pick this JB Weld up at, I can only get this at Walmart. You can't get it at like auto parts store or anything. So take your popsicle stick and just stir that up for about 30 seconds there. And then we're going to go through and we're going to apply this to the epoxy. Now you can use this to stir. I'm going to actually use a brush to apply it. Okay, so here we are back over to the repair. Now we've already stirred it up with the popsicle stick. And I'm just using what's called an acid brush. And then I'm just going to brush this on here, okay? Since we've already done the repair with plastic welding, we don't have to use as much of this material as, say, if you did not do the plastic welding. I just use this as kind of a top coat to seal my welding. That was in part 1 of this video. I've had a lot of requests for people to be able to see the whole process. We did a repair on another grill on a Silverado, but I've always wanted to remake this video. So this is basically what the process is. You want to do your plastic welding first. If you haven't seen that, go to video 1. There'll be a link in the description. And then we'll put this epoxy over the top of this weld, and it'll just really help secure everything into place so that it doesn't crack out. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to it. I'll come back and I'll do a final clip here and let you see what it looks like when it's all done and put back on the car. This will take about 5 minutes to set up. It's already starting to set, and then it takes about an hour for this to dry. Alright, so here you go. It's all done. Went through and done the welding on that. Went over at the top with the plastic epoxy. We also repaired right here. Can't really see that very well. That's all there is to it. These little burn marks, that's just from where the soldering iron got a little bit hot on the plastic. That's totally fine. I've got a lot of new videos coming on this Yukon too, so you can look forward to that. If you want to connect with me socially, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, good places to connect with me. Instant message me there, and please rate, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you on the next video.